I have no son.
So what do you think, Steppo?
Dude, this is terrible. We can't use this.
Yeah, you're right. I probably should have put Tails being the one thrown off and not Sonic.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It was actually pretty bad. I like it. Alright, guys, but in all seriousness, here's my review of Tekken 7, the PS4 version. Hope you enjoy.
Hey guys, Rocket Blade here. Once again, what's up everybody? Welcome to the PS4 version review of Tekken 7, aka the King of Iron Fist Tournament. Yeah. What's up guys? So yeah man, I've been a Tekken fan since Tekken 3 on the PlayStation 1. Because the funny thing was, I got into PlayStation late. Because I think by the time I got a PlayStation, it was like mad cheap, and the PS2 was just around the corner. One of the few games I did get besides Metal Gear Solid and Crash Bandicoot Warps was Tekken 3, and I was a huge fan. Of course, when the PS2 came out with Tekken 4, I've been a fan ever since. Especially with me, and my older brother, he just played that game just non-stop. We just had back and forth competitive fights with one another. It's like one of our favorite games to play with each other with, besides the UFC games. But yeah, Tekken 7, man, this is the 7th installment in this franchise, man. I mean, we have, and all of them have really been fantastic. I just feel like they're just getting better and better with each installment. And to me, Tekken 7 is one of the best. I mean, it has some shortcomings, while I'll mention this review, but overall, I think it's a great package. First thing I want to mention, just to get out the way, you can customize your character. I did like that. It's something I feel like borrowed from Injustice. It's really cool. So you can go to pick through all these different custom things. You pick different outfits, different paint for your characters. What else? You have different art, different paint, pants, whatever you name it. You can put it on them. And also, of course, it costs money. You get that through doing other things I'll mention in a moment. But you get to do painting and the paints and the shirts, the pants, and these cool shirts. Oh, fun fact out there for you wrestling fans out there, they have a Bullet Club T-shirt, which is the main evil faction that's in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So for you wrestling fans out there, that's a shirt you can actually have one of your favorite characters can wear. But so yeah, you do that, and once you pick once you have all your outfits together, you take a picture of it and then save. So that way, when you go to the character selection screen, you either pick one of their default costumes or the costume made for them. So that's a really nice touch to add to it. Also, you can go to the online thing, the online what is it? The online the online avatar thing. What they see online. You can customize that well. The little thing and what it says and the little person on there. It's a little avatar thing you see for online for Tekken. You can customize that. It's pretty nice. It's a bare minimum. It was nice to have that feature. But so I bet you're wondering, how was online? First of all, I did play online, and I think the servers are really great. At first, I was a bit worried because when I first tried it out, it took forever to find a match. Because what they do, they put you in a room. As you see from footage here, they put you in a room to beat up a character while they try to find it for you. Well, the good thing I do like about it, you can pick how. If you want them to have a good, you can pick have all the B4 bars are up. So I do like that's a step up. So I'm worrying about, oh no, what if this person has bad internet? Then you kind of fix it to where you only want people with internet up to four bars on up, which is good. It's a good option that we can get connection with people with good internet, so bad ones. But at first I thought it was bad because the ones I got were really laggy, the first two. But and then the next two I tried was really great. The best I've seen for Tekken ever. It felt like I was playing Koopa in couch, right next to each other in couch co-op, couch versus. And that's how good it was. It felt like he was it was we were right fighting. Me and the person was fighting right next to each other instead of being from a different state and stuff. That's how good it was. The connection was overall. I'm trying to say the connection was rock solid. You know what I'm saying? And I'll keep saying this, I'm mentioning this, but it's thanks to Killer Instinct and Iron Galaxy / Double Helix that show that good online fighting games can happen. So I think it was just, maybe like the servers going to be acting up, because sometimes it could be the servers themselves. Because like I mentioned before, the beginning was kind of slow, but the next time I thought it was like fast and smooth. So, but I think, but when it works, it's 50-50. Sometimes you might get a bad, depending on the Namco Bandai servers. But when it works, it's beautiful. It works flawlessly and it works pretty fantastic. So online for Tekken 7, it's where it's at. It's really, really good. But then but let's get to the matter of itself, the arcade thing. There is an arcade mode. At first, you see arcade mode, it's like, okay, cool. I go to the arcade, and then when I get to, I think, the fourth character, you see Heihachi. So I'm thinking, maybe I'm at the halfway point, and showing that, hey, you're halfway there. Maybe you can fight a total of 8 people in total. But no, the next person you fight, it depends who. It's random, I guess. Because either you get Akuma as a final boss in the arcade mode, or Kazuya's mom. One of the two. And I got, in this case, I got Akuma, who's, by the way, the guest character for Tekken 7, which, by the way, he's really well utilized. And then you beat him, and okay, he just is like, after you beat him, and it just ends. You get some money, to buy more costumes so you can customize your character, and then that's it. It's just like, wait, that's it? There's no ending for my character? I mean, went through all that hell for nothing? What the hell? Well, there is. It's in like the big like story mode thing on the very, very top. So you go to story mode, do the story mode thing, and then like you pick for each of these characters, and oh, okay, so I go, I pick the character, I do it from here. This is where the first disappointing thing comes up with. Thing is that it's only one fight and then you're done, and that's it. And you fight, and it's the opposite with the other character. Like you see from their, you see their win from their perspective, you see their win from their perspective. So in other words, it's only one fight and then you show a cutscene, and then you're done, and that's it. The ones I picked was funny. One was like of Paul Phoenix being a panda and then throwing shit at him. Another one's when I guess Kuma the bear was trying to recruit this girl and he scared the shit out of her. And another one was unfortunately Eddie Gordo getting forced by this lolly girl, or this weave girl, as Cooper would say, to join her in her dance dance crew, I guess. And then that's it. So it's like, really, that's it? So like arcade mode is just there for just to be there, but really you got to just like this way. I mean, kind of like fighting 8 people like traditional arcade mode, and then unlock story mode, like not story mode, like the arcade, and the ending for your character like that, because you want to try it gives you a chance to try the character, see if you like him or not, or maybe you need to work on him a bit. But I don't like when it did that. I felt it was kind of like I was kind of a little bit lazy. And then the story mode itself, sadly, was kind of the disappointing side. I mean, unless you're a huge Kazuya / Heihachi fan, you're not really gonna care about the story like I am, because I don't really care for them. I'm more of a Jin / Lars fan than Kazuya / Heihachi. Hell, how it starts off with like, Kid Kazuya trying to like punch Heihachi, and then you try your best. It kind of tell you how the story mode works in this game. So you kind of punch him. And he just kicks the crap, punch, and kicks the crap out of you. Then eventually he just, you go at it for a little bit. After a while, he just beats you up. He's like, this is how Tekken 1 started. Just throws you off the cliff, and then the logo Tekken 7 pops up. It's just, God. But yeah, so but it's still fun. But there were some frustrating parts. Like, there's some parts where you fight, against like robots. Also, you do have legit like one-on-one fights themselves. By the way, they're the Jax robots, and that's a weird generic robot. They're the Jack robots. You kind of fight them for a little bit, and it's a pretty cool fight. And then you fight like other people. And then you fight, I didn't fight a Spanish dude. I fought a Spanish dude, and then like you fight, other people. So it's pretty cool. But the one thing I gotta mention though, I gotta mention this because before I forget. During story mode, you see that they kind of like talk to each other and stuff. But the thing is, they're all speaking different languages. Like Hachi speaking Japanese, There's one Italian guy there. I think he's speaking Italian or French, and the other one is speaking English. Yet it seems like they can understand each other. It's like it's weird. And well, no, you think, well, will Rocket League did the story explain how that is? It doesn't. I mean, maybe they came out with some maybe off screen they have some kind of technology that can maybe, maybe translate what they're saying, and then when they talk, they translate to their language. I guess. But it's funny, like it's like so desuné. I know, you're right. It's just weird. Like what? You speak two different languages yet you understand each other?
デビルという存在を世に知らしめ、わしの正当性を主張するには、やはりジンは外せん。
Jin Kazama. So che il suo demone interiore supera perfino quello di Kazuya. Un momento. Chi fosse lui?
Do you know something?
What?
Ci hanno riferito che un essere disumano è apparso in Estremo Oriente.
人間とは思えぬか。確かに奴は得体の知れぬ化け物じゃ。
So that means Jean is...
どこにいようと構わん。とにかく何としてでも見つけ出し、ここに引っ立ててくるのじゃ。
But I know you're thinking, well, maybe that they know each other for a while, but yeah, they brought this new guy in, but yet this new like Italian guy in the story, but yet they understand what he's saying, and it's like it's so weird. It's just like that's a thing, but yeah. So basically, yeah. So that's basically that. Also, yeah, but most of the fights are really good, but there's like two annoying parts in the fight. Like the first really annoying like roadblock I ran into was fighting Nina Williams as this robot girl, and that fight was so annoying because she had this weird like yellow invincibility thing, so you couldn't hurt her too well, and that was kind of annoying. So, but then the next fight that's kind of really kind of bad was when you first use Akuma. Luckily, I'm a Street Fighter fan, so I played Street Fighter before, so I know how to use Akuma. But I mean, Heihachi goes like hard. He has like invincibility armor and stuff, and he has like these cheap, hard-hitting moves. I'm like, jeez. I mean, come on, game. This is by the first introduction of like of Akuma. You're like throwing all this unnecessary difficulty at me. Like, I mean, I handled it fine as I got through it, but I feel bad for people that never used Akuma or never played Street Fighter. Oh, you got Akuma. Good luck figuring him out. Against this hard-ass boss, hard-ass armor blocking boss that is Heihachi. He's like, really? Come on, like, can you like ease up on the player? Let him get a chance to like know that and learn that with the characters of just thrusting him in there. Then again, there's practice mode and stuff, so you don't have to like go in, blind, not knowing the character. But still, like, what if people just like want to go straight to the story and I thought that was kind of a misstep there. But then other than that, the rest of the story mode fights are really smooth and really cool. Though some people said that the final boss, which I won't spoil here, but the final boss is kind of the hard. I didn't really have a hard time with him. I mean, I felt maybe once or twice, but as I say, third time's a charm. I got through it. It wasn't that bad. So I mean, I hope if you are having difficulty, I am sorry, but I didn't really have a hard time with it. But then there's another bad part besides the other two I mentioned. But then, oh my fucking god, holy shit, there's this special part. After you beat the story mode, there's a special fight where you play as Kazuya, Devil Kazuya, and you fight Akuma. And oh my god, this fight, like, I don't know who programmed this, it makes me want to kick them in the nuts really, really fucking hard, because this shit was so goddamn cheap, it's not even funny. Like, I mean, as you can see from the footage, he will spam Hadoukens, he'll spam Hadoukens, I mean, he'll keep away his spam Hadoukens, or he has invincibility flinching armor where if you punch him, he won't feel it. Oh, and the worst one, he'll do the Devil's Thousand Strike special move. I mean, I know you're thinking, well, when he got me, because I get footage of that, but when he got me, my health was kind of low. But I know you're thinking, well, your health's kind of low, maybe that's why he was able to finish you off. No, I didn't get footage of it, but like there were times I did play, and I had like I guess almost full health, and he did that special, I still lost. That's an instant game over, you're dead move. So not only to worry about him spamming a Duke, it's hitting really really hard. He has a move that just kills you with no matter how much health you had. Oh, and I also didn't mention the fact that he heals during the fight. That's right, he fucking heals. So whatever damage you did, if you're not on top of him, he'll get right back. So now you're thinking, well, do you get that since you're in that devil mode? No, it's just him. I'm like, what the hell? It was like ridiculously hard. My God. Hell, Maximilian Dude, which kudos to him, by the way, and shout out to his channel. He managed to do it on the hardest difficulty, which I wouldn't recommend if you don't want to lose your sanity. But he did it. But he got through it eventually. But it took him 2 hours to do it. 2 hours. That's how hard he was. And Maximilian Dude's a good guy. He's great at fighting games. And even he struggled. It took him, like I said, 2 hours to beat this dude. It was like the most cheapest boss ever. I did cheat. I did kind of like went on easy. Because on easy, when you do put on easy, he doesn't regain his health. Because that's the only way, because, I eventually did figure out his pattern and stuff, but it's so annoying that I'm trying to be defensive and stuff, but it's hard because you worry about, oh shit, I need to move now because he's getting back the damage I just dealt on him. It was like the worst shit ever. But other than that, despite those flaws, the one character endings, one fight character endings in arcade mode, and the story mode itself being like, unless you're a Kazuya Hayachi fan, then that's good for you, but for everyone else, I'm like, But, like I said, it still plays like Tekken, like the same great pick up and play video game. That's what I love about Tekken so much. And games like Tekken and Soul Calibur, you don't have to be like a super expert like Street Fighter to learn all the moves and the specials to feel like you have a chance. Anyone can just pick up and play. And that's the thing about what I love about Tekken and games like Soul Calibur, because anyone can pick up and play and have a fun time. Like my friend, my older brother, he's not the biggest fighting game fan, but he loves it so much because he could pick up and play and feel comfortable with the character he likes. I think his favorite's Eddie Gordo because he's pretty good with him, which I understand. He's easy to pick up, and he's just one of those, that's a classic game of like easy to pick up but hard to master kind of games. And even then, I practice to kind of get better with these characters because it's so much fun. It encourages you to just get better and stuff. I just really like those type of games. And of course, the gameplay, it has the same great gameplay. It's so much fun. It's so much. And of course, did I mention how fantastic the game looks? It looks just like beautiful. I think it's using Unreal Engine, I believe. I could be wrong, but I know whatever engine it's using, it makes the game look just so phenomenal. It looks. Kudos to the Namco Bandai team, whoever did the graphics. It looked fantastic, but of course, graphics aren't anything if the gameplay's not great, and the gameplay is great. Gameplay is really fantastic, and also I mentioned before, you can customize your character. I do love that fact as well. Also, I almost forgot. They did this new new thing where you do called the Rage Art. Well, technically, aka your special move. One thing I love about it is it's not like with Street Fighter. You got press corner, circle, square, and do it real fast and do that move to do a special. It's just like one button and it's done. I believe it's R1. You just do that and bam, you do a special. And some of them are like really fancy and over the top. Others are just like, well, this is silly. Like Kuma's, the Kuma the bear, his specials to, I think he smacks up in the air and he hits you with like a big bass fish. It's one of my favorite and the most hilarious one. But yeah, it's just really well done. It's really fantastic with the specials. But here's the thing though. So you won't oh my god, do I have to worry about that during the fight? No, it only happens when you really hold on health, and the game lets you know that they can do it. It's like when it's really holding, when they get to a certain point, it'll get really low, and the character will glow red. So okay, I better keep my guard up because he can pull off this special to keep it. So it lets you know, okay, he can do it at any moment, so I better keep my guard up. So the game lets you know, okay, hey, be warned, he can activate it, so keep your guard up. So I do like that. And of course, yes, you can count on them. It's like an instant you're dead move. You can count on them. But I just love the fact that you just press one button, just time it right, press the button, and you got it. It's really cool. And like I said, but some of them are awesome, but some are just like silly. What else? Also, another as I think, like I mentioned before, how you can customize your character to make him look how you want them to get that personal touch. Again, I do like that. I hope that it becomes a trend with future fighting games where you can like customize your character and make him look how you want it. Because the first one I did first game I played that had that was Virtual Fighter 5, the Final Showdown, I believe it's called, or Final Battle, one of the two. I did hear rumors that they might. Sega did renew the license, so they might do another Virtual Fighter game pretty soon, which will be Virtual Fighter 6, which I hope they do, because I love Virtual Fighter, and I love how they just do the customization, and I hope they had a good story mode too as well. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting way off topic here, I'm sorry about that. Well, off track. Point being, like I mentioned before, you can customize your people and stuff. They had this new thing called, I think, Treasure Battle mode, where you go on, you can do this thing where, like, you fight people. And, well, not fight people online, but you fight, like, computer, and if you beat them, you might get, like, more money or certain costumes and stuff. And you can go as far as you want. So you want, like, you get, like, a bunch, you just keep going and going and going to, you feel you have enough. It's a cool little mode. If you want to, A, get more money to buy more costumes, or B, maybe, like, with the treasure box, you get, like, a special costume you've been itching or /1 your character to wear. I mean, it's nice, too, to have that as well. So, let me see what else that happens. But yeah, like I said, I love the characters. I like all the new characters. I think they're pretty cool. Sadly, they weren't really showcased the new characters too much. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 in story mode, but that's about it. I mean, I don't really connect or I got to know the new characters too well because they have these, like, again, these one-off, like, story mode things that wasn't, like, long, like how it traditionally is, and, like, you don't really get to know or grow with these characters, these new characters, to see if you like them or not. I like, because in Tekken's past, I like how they introduce new characters and, like, they tell you their story and why they're in how they're involved in the King of Iron Fist story, in the story saga. I like how they done that, but here it's just kind of like, here's just kind of like, oh, here they are. If you like them, you like them. You don't, it's kind of that kind of whatever attitude toward them, which is kind of bad because this big hulking guy I saw, he looked pretty interesting, and I mean, they had some interesting looking characters, but I think they weren't. In my opinion, I don't feel they were really explored enough, in my opinion. But yeah, I just wish they just really touched on the new characters more to make you care for them. And sadly, there was no Kangaroo character in Tekken. The story behind that was there's a Kangaroo character. I think his name is Rue. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe hopefully Koopa could put the name of the Kangaroo character that got removed because animal activists thought it was like, well, we shouldn't put this kangaroo in this game because that's encouraging violence against the animal. I mean, I bet you, cause there's a video out there of a guy who punched a kangaroo because he's trying to save his dog because he had his dog in a headlock, and he went up to the kangaroo and punched it so he can let go of the dog and get out of there. I mean, he just did that to save his animal. The guy had balls, and he was like had balls. He was ready to do that, but that's all he did. Like, he make it sound like he punched and knocked out the kangaroo and kicked him in its face when he was knocked out. Like, no, it's just he went to save his dog from this wild, dangerous animal. These animals, kangaroos, they kick really hard. They're dangerous, and because of that, I believe it might be that's why they're like, ooh, they didn't want the kangaroo character in the game because they felt that's going to encourage more of that behavior, and because of that, he got removed from the game. I'm hoping down the line that he comes back as DLC because he's not my favorite character. I mean, he's like okay, that's cool. He's there, I guess. But I'm pretty sure he has a fan base or people that care or are good with that character, and then they robbed from them because of fucking people on the internet getting oh my god, it's gonna encourage animal abuse when it's not. It's just a game, and I know I'm sorry I get a little bit political here in this review. It's upsetting that. Cause again, I don't really care for the character, but I'm pretty sure there's a person out there that cares for that character, and they can't use him, that particular character, because Tekken is worried about, because the people worry about offending people. Like, people are gonna get offended no matter what. I just hope they put it in a DLC in the future because I feel that it's unnecessary and it's dumb. It's just petty and just stupid. I mean, come on, guys. It's if you don't here's my advice. If you don't like that character, a kangaroo character, is in the game, he feels is promoting animal violence, even though it's not real, don't buy the game. Don't buy it. That's it. Just don't buy it. Don't give him your money. You know what I'm saying? No one's forced me to buy this game. Sorry, guys, this guy just threw that in there because it is upset me that we're down less a character because we might offend people. It's ridiculous. But getting back to the main game topic, overall, Tekken 7 is a fantastic game. Like I said, there's some shortcomings with its story mode. And also, another main thing I mentioned, I want to mention, it felt like it's going to build up something to something big, and then it didn't happen. It just like ended, like they're saving it for Tekken 8, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, like I said, even though the story mode is not, unless you're a Kazuya Hayashi fan, then this is all for you. Hell, if you get the thing that's a $150/$200 one where there's a statue of like Kazuya kicking Hayashi. It looks pretty cool. If you're a fan, oh man, get that one for sure because it has a cool like statuette thing of them together. Like I said before, if you're a Kazuya Hayashi fan, it's great for you. But if you're not, then well, you kind of like whatever. I buy it. And the whole story mode thing, well, the story mode thing up there, it's like there's one fight, and then you see from their perspective, and then you do their fights, you see from their perspective. That's about it. It's just one fight, and then you're done. That's it. I felt kind of lazy. Like I said, arcade mode's just there to get money, even though the treasure mode's there. So it's like kind of like, what's the point? But other than that, like despite that, I'm glad they didn't even put an arcade mode. I appreciate that. The online is good. When the servers are working, the online is fantastic. It looks and plays like Tekken, but better. They added these cool Rage Art special things. I love the fact that it's only one button and you know when it's coming, so you can prepare for it. And overall, despite its shortcut, I believe it's a great game, and I think it's worth your full price admission. I cannot recommend Tekken enough. If you're a hardcore Tekken fan like me, definitely pick it up. Or if you're a casual fighting game fan, pick it up because, like I said, it's easy to pick up, and it's easy to pick up but hard to master. But it's one of those games that anyone can pick up and play and have fun. That's what I love about Tekken. Unlike Street Fighter, which is, it's a fun, Street Fighter's a fun franchise and it had its niche. But in my opinion, Tekken's the better one because anyone can jump in and play. I love that. I love that anyone can jump in and play. And I love it. I love that anyone can jump in and play and have a fun time together with family and friends. I love those kind of games. I think it makes the community grow bigger and better. I just love those kind of things. Alright guys, that's it for my review of Tekken 7. Overall, I think it's a great package. Despite its shortcomings, I think it's a fantastic game. I cannot recommend it enough. If you're, like I said before, if you're a hardcore fighting game fan or just a casual, go pick up Tekken 7. It is worth your money. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And always Rocket Blade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out.